What's going on currently in the world? So great. Hello YouTube, my name is XJude and welcome to another video. Ha! So, I'm sorry for the lack of videos. I had that one redneck do it, what was it, 6 days ago? I think it was 6 days ago. Anyway, I'm back. Hello! At least it wasn't Dog Jude, right? So, I'm back, and as it turns out, a long time ago, and this is my most famous video, I made a video about a tutorial of the S-Note app, but that was outdated. So now, I'm doing a indated tutorial of the S-Note app. Let me just move the face cam. There we go. Anyway, so I got a new phone recently, and with a new phone, it was a new Note. It's a Galaxy Note 4, and it came with an updated, up-to-date version of the S-Note app. And it of course also came with a pen, a brand new pen. So, I'm going to be teaching you, viewer, or viewers, how to use this new updated S-Note app. So as you can see, whenever I bring the pen near the screen, that little thingy pops up. That is going to be the cursor where you draw. When we touch the pen to the screen, there. There we go. Let's see if it'll work. There it goes. And with this new pen, there we go. That should be much easier. So now, as it would turn out, with this new pen, different sensitivity of whether you bear down or not actually matters. So, let me just go ahead and get rid of all of this really quickly. I will demonstrate what I am talking about. So, I will touch lightly. It's very faint. I will touch down harder. It will become much more apparent. So, that is basically one of the features. The features are much different, but I will go ahead and go over them. So, let me just turn down the radio. There we go. So, as you can tell, I was using the pen, which here are the new settings. There are many new settings. You have yourself this pen, this pen, this pen, the pencil, Sharpie, something else, the calligraphy brush, and the correction pen. So, this is the fountain pen. I will go ahead, this is how you do how big it can go to. So of course you bear down different amounts and it will become darker or lighter, but that is how much darker or lighter it will be. So I set it as the lightest setting, 10 is very light, and I'm bearing down very hard right now. Then you go up to 80, the biggest setting, then that is the hardest it will go. Quite the difference. So, I'm not going to go through all of the different ways, all of the different pen settings, because they're all basically the same, but I will show you exactly what each of them look like. That is fountain pen, this is calligraphy pen, this is pen, this is pencil, this is highlighter. Of course, with highlighter, if you went over it again, it becomes different layers of darkness or brightness, whatever. This is the calligraphy brush, basically a paintbrush. The same effect applies with it as the highlighter pen. And finally, we have the correction pen. It's mainly a whiteout tool. It's kind of like erasing, but with eraser, you get just a lot more. It's mainly for big mistakes, but with correction pen, it's more of the original eraser. You can really just get that fineness. You can really just get it, and you can of course change how much you want gone. So I'm gonna go ahead with highlighter and just go at it. See, I made a huge mistake. Just don't want this. With eraser, it would normally get rid of tons of it at the time, but with correction pen, you can get much better. It's essentially the original eraser, but it's called the correction pen. Anyway, the eraser, of course, there are still eraser settings. So, the eraser, of course, you can get much more erased. Essentially for very big mistakes. Anyway, you can of course go erase by stroke, which will get rid of a lot more. I don't even have an example. So, there we go. So, you've got these. So, you just go over which little strokes you want gone. Easy. Or you can erase a touched area and increase how much you want gone. So, you've got all of this, and just you don't want any of this, none of it whatsoever. The correction pen would take way too long, so just use the eraser. It's much more efficient for big mistakes. Oh yes, of course there are always colors with this, so you can have like red, orange, yellow, blue, black, slightly lighter shade of blue. And of course, you've got this entire color wheel. So like this nice shade of yellow, a slightly brighter shade of yellow than that. So then you could just go at it with the eraser, get rid of all of it. So now, we've got text. This is essentially where the real note-taking part of the whole app comes in. So normally you could just draw notes like, say, I'd use pen, I'd use a nice shade of black, get it a nice 61 font, and just go, say I wanted to write a script. So I'd go, I have really bad handwriting too, so forgive me for that. YouTube, my name, oh goodness gracious, be gone, omelet. And movies in, move over. Anyway, hello YouTube, my name is XJude. Of course, I could do it that way, but that's not very efficient at all. Of course you get, this is where text is helpful. So you could just go, hello YouTube, my name is XJude. Now that's much more efficient. This may not pop out as much, but it's much easier to do. Of course, I will remove you for these purposes. So, of course, we don't want that for now. So, of course, what I just did was undo and redo. So, that is essentially the easiest way, because just in case you want to get rid of it for a bit, you can do undo, and if you ever wanted it back, you just go redo. It's very handy. So, we're going to go ahead and undo that. And then I almost forgot, with eraser, of course, the same setting applies for something else. So, say you got a huge mistake. You just go ahead and diligently create a huge mess. Say you were drawing something, but you just made a huge mistake all over your screen. You just want it all gone. Of course, you could go to eraser, erase all of it. All of it's gone. You don't have any mistakes anymore. You can completely start over. Now then, if you made a mistake in doing that, you can always undo it and it will be back, ready for you to do whatever you needed. Maybe you had something else, but you accidentally erased it all and you could have reused something. Again, very handy. Now then, we're going to go ahead and erase all of it. And so, from this button, I haven't tried. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. So these are the presets. So basically, right now I've got the highlighter tool. But say I had a favorite setting. Say my favorite setting was a thinness of this and a thickness of this. So say I like that a lot, but I didn't want to always have to fiddle around in the settings to get it right at it. So I could always go to presets, add, and then this preset of 153 and 52 will be added. So now essentially this is as easy as just going down here to the presets, selecting it. Now you've got your preset setting. Then this is a preset basically. So I haven't played around with presets at all, but this is the preset. So basically, like I'm using this and I go in here. There we go. I go in here. I get calligraphy pen. So now I'm using calligraphy pen and now I want to highlight something. But I don't want to go to pen and get my settings. So just go to presets. I get favorite pen too. And now I'm ready to highlight. Essentially very handy. So now, of course, you've got this +1 or a reverse. These are pages. So, say you are taking notes. Well, I'll just use pen because it'll be faster. So, I'm just going to get the biggest. So, say you were taking notes and you filled up the page or screen. So say you were taking notes, you were highlighting, you were diligently typing away, and suddenly you ran out of room. Well, that's where previous pages come in. So kind of like presets, previous pages basically allow you to save your progress and go on. So like, I was typing and typing and highlighting, I ran out of space, but I can't get rid of these notes. But I don't want to start a new set of notes, so new page. I was already on this page, but I don't want to lose it because it's important too. But I can't start a new set of notes because that would take too long. New page. New notes. Oh, out of room. Can't lose them though. But don't have time for notes. New page. It's very handy. Yeah. So now, we're going to go ahead and save. Oh, silly me. Almost forgot. This. Of course, you could always do these. I'm not going to go over these because I haven't actually seen what they do yet. But I will probably go over that in another video. But for the sake of time, I won't go over them now. But I will show you what saving does. So saving allows you to save the notes. So now, you could of course always save the notes as something. So, if I can spell it right, YouTube template. Template for YouTube. Now then, one of the new features of the newer updated S-Note app is that you can have a different cover. So you could have this circular cover, this one with a little crown, this one, or this one. I'm going to go with the crown. So, once you've saved it, oh dear. Okay, I had to check something. Okay, so once you're here, you can view it. Now then, in view mode, you got quite a few features. You can view all of the pages you had. For me, it was 4. So if these were all notes, I could see them. You can go and edit the thing. So now you can add notes, and now you're back in view mode now. So now, you have 2 more options. You have the dots, where you can delete pages, manage pages, or tag. I haven't tried them out, but of course delete pages, you could delete the pages that you don't need anymore. And then you got share. These are the options. You could select all the pages you want, or individual pages, or just select all. I'm going to select pages 1 and 2 for this. So now you've got the option of share. You can share as an S-Note file for specifically the S-Note app. You can share it as a JPG file, which I believe is an image file in computers. Then you can share it as a PNG file, which I'm not sure what that is. I'm not a computer genius. Or you could share it as a PDF file, which my school uses PDF files. I'm not really sure what they do or how they work, but my school uses them, so they're handy, I guess. I don't know what they do. So for the sake of simplicity, I'm going to try out S-Note file. So now you could share it via all kinds of things. You could even print out your notes. So I'm not going to do that. You can do that if you want to. But anyway, once you're good and done, it will look like this. Anyway, that is not all the features that the new S Note has. Oh no. Alright, so I'm at my home screen, which is of course CM Launcher. Check them out, they're pretty cool. They made this amazing 3D background that's live. Anyway, right now my pen is in the phone because the phone actually has a holder for the pen. So, right now I just put my phone in, it clicked, but see, the thing is, just in case you don't have time to go into the actual app itself, whatever app you're on, unslide the pen and whoa, what is this? You have a variety of options. So, you could do Action Memo, which allows you to just do a quick sticky note for note taking for whatever you're doing. So, you've got pen, and you have a variety of colors. You've got the eraser, and you've got List. List takes you into the app itself. So, to reset it, just put the pen back in and take it back out. So now the Air Command option is back. So now you've got Smart Select. Smart Select allows you to do rectangle, lasso, oval, or auto shape. For this sake, we're not going to do rectangle. We're going to do oval. So I'm going to, if I can, I'm going to select. I'm not very good at this. I never use this feature, but I'm going to right now I'm going to restart the Air Command. So just restart it, and I've got Smart Select back up. So I'm going to try and get the soccer ball. So now this image it's like taking a screenshot and cropping it out, but it's more precise. You can crop out anything you want. So, with auto shape, it's very handy. You can add certain areas you want. You can remove certain areas you want, just in case you don't want certain things. And you have more options as well. You can write on it. You see, I've cropped out some of them. You can write on it. Of course, you can erase. With everything with the S Note app, you have basically the same functions for drawing. Of course, you could share it, you could save it in your scrapbook, or you could save it in your gallery, which is essentially the same thing. Scrapbook is mainly a certain part of the gallery, so it just depends on where you want it in your gallery. So then there are even more features. So I'm going to reset. Now then, you have Screen Write. This is easily the most handy for note taking, just really fast note taking. Say you see something online that you want and you need to take notes, but you need to take notes on that one thing, but you don't want to go into the S Note app. So you just go there, and now you're ready for some note taking. Of course, the pen. Say I wanted to highlight launchers, so now it's highlighted. Of course, you could erase it. And of course, you still have share, save. Oh my goodness. Anyway, discard. And discard and save, all it does is it'll save it in your camera roll or gallery, whatever. So now you have S Note. What this does is you click it and you can go straight into the app. Just no having to search through your phone and your other apps. You can just go there. You'll be right there in the app. So now finally we have add shortcuts. This you choose from a variety of options, and you can get right into it. Say I wanted 360 security. Now it's in there. So now I go out, I activate the air command, and now 360 security is essentially ready to go whenever. So I can just go in, boost my phone, whatever I need to do. So, finally, one more feature. Settings. Or not settings, but basically this will show you all the options you have with the air command. Very, very helpful. Anyway, that was the tutorial of the S-Note app updated. If you enjoyed it and it was helpful, then please be sure to share your creations. Share them at me at Instagram with xjude, or, hit me up on Snapchat at xjude12. Anyway, also be sure to subscribe. Anyway, today what's that word? I'm sorry, I'm just very tired. If I sound like I'm tired, I am tired. I woke up at 1 o'clock because I was sick, and I'm still tired. But I need to record and upload and everything. I've still got to edit, but oh well. Anyway, if you enjoyed, then hit that like and subscribe button. It would mean so much to me. Join me. And, of course, today the shout out will go to Nicholas. Anyway, of course, enjoy all that YouTube has to offer, and stay sharp.